Good morning, friends. Today we want to start new chapter, that is chapter 6. So chapter 6 related with the triangle figure. So in triangle we can in earlier standard we have understand about the area of triangle, perimeter of triangle. Then now we go for congruent and similar figure. So two important definition with the related with the triangle. Chapter 6. Four important theorems from this lesson. Four important theorem. Out of them two must be asked in exam. So today we first go for introduction. Two different figures are said to be congruent if they have same shape, same size. Congruent figure when we can say same shape and same size. Same shape and same size. 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 4, 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree. So you can say like that. Again, congruent means what and similar means what? Congruence, definition of congruence, that is they have same shape, same side. In this chapter we shall study about this figure, those figure which have same shape but not necessarily the same size. That is called similar figure. Two figure having same shape, not necessarily size, we can say similar. So difference between congruent, shape, size, same. Now similar, shape, same, size, not same. That is an important difference between congruent and similar. See, if I will draw one triangle and here one big triangle is there. So shape, similar shape is same, but size is not same. So we can say similar. If both triangle have same shape and same size, we can say congruent. So that is the important topic related with the triangle, that is congruent and similar. In 9th standard we discuss about the congruent. Now in 10th standard we discuss about the similar. So that we discuss in this chapter. So first of all related with the similar. If you will see that square with the same side length are congruent, all equilateral triangle with the same side are also congruent. We can say also similar also. So square again, because congruent may be similar because all of them have same shape. Two similar figure have the same shape but not necessarily the same size, we can say similar. So circles are, we can say similar. Here square, it is also similar. Again circle is also similar. So these are all the similar circle. Again we can say similar. So all the congruent figures are similar, but the similar figure need not to be congruent, because congruent we know that same shape, same size. In similar, shape, same size vary. So now we go for next page. Now if you will see it here, so it's a one type of quadrilateral. Angles are same. So shape same. Size not same. Length if you will see 1.5, 3, 2.5, 5, 2.4, 4.8, 2.1, 4.2. So size is not so. So we can say it is a similar. For similarity, what we have to see, angles are equal. You will see that angles are equal. Here 105. So angles are equal. So angle A with angle P, angle B with angle Q, angle C with angle R, angle D with angle S. So angles are equal and size are proportional form. 1.5 into 2, 2.5 into 2, 2.4 into 2 and 2.1 into 2. Now, so related with the similarities and congruence, we have to solve this exercise 6.1 because 6.1 is pure same reference answer. So if you will see exercise 6.1, fill in the blanks using proper. So all circles are, we can say, similar because shape and size are same. All square are also similar. All triangles are of equilateral triangle are similar. So circle always similar, square always similar, and equilateral triangle are also similar. Two polygons on the same number of sides are similar if their corresponding angles are same and their corresponding sides are in proportional form. Already we have discussed one figure earlier. So exercise 6.1 question 1 that will be asked in MCQ, same and proportional. Now give two different figure with similar figure and non-similar figure. So any two square, we can take similar figure, or any two equilateral triangle, we can get same answer, or two circle. These are all the similar figure. Non-similar figure, so try two different. So right angle triangle, right triangle, and obtuse triangle. So they are not same. So we can say non-similar. Now question number 5. State which of the following are similar or not. Following are similar or not. 1.5, 3, 1.5, 3, 1.5, 3, 1.5, 3. But angles are not same. So angles are not same. If angles are same, we can say it is a similar. Sides are in proportional form. So 1.5 here 3. PQAB. So 1.5 here 3. So they are in proportional form. But angles are every year, all angles are 90. But here angles are not 90. So we can say they are not similar. Now important topic, that is similarities of triangle. So today anyhow we have to discuss one theorem. That is, first, two triangles are similar if their corresponding angles are equal and sides are in proportional form. That is important statement related with the similarity of triangle. So ratio of any two corresponding sides are in two equilateral triangle is always the same. It is called basic proportionality theorem, or we can say Thales theorem. So today we want to discuss theorem first, that is called Thales theorem or basic proportionality theorem. So that is the important theorem 6.1. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct point, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Again, a line is drawn parallel to one side of triangle, so we can say that is a line parallel to one side of triangle. So BC parallel to DE. The other two sides are divided by the same ratio, so it will be divide the AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. So first of all we have to write given. What is given? That is a triangle ABC in which a line parallel to the third side BC intersect other two sides AB and AC at D and E respectively. That is given. To prove, what we have to prove? To prove that is AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. Proof. So here start proof. First of all we have to say construct. We have to construct. Let us join BE. So if you will see, it is a BE and CD and then draw DM perpendicular to AC and EN perpendicular to AB. Now we know that area of triangle. So if you will see, there are two triangles. One that is ADE. So in ADE, here again it is altitude, here again it is an altitude. So area of AD is equal to half into base into height, that is half into AD into EN, half into AD into EN. So half into AD into EN, that is we can say equation number 1. Now already in 9th standard we know that AD is denoted by AR, area. So ADE is equal to half into AD into EN. Now if you will see that area of BDE, so BDE, if I want to find out the area of BDE, the base is BD, here it is a base, but altitude is outside because it is in a obtuse triangle. When obtuse triangle, this altitude is outside. So here half into BD into EN. Again base is BD. Base is BD and altitude is EN. So that is we can say 1, that is we can say 2. Same thing if I want to find out again area of triangle ABD, ADE, we have to write DM half into DM into AE. We can also write half into AE and DM. And here if you will see that another triangle, here another triangle, that is BEC. Again area formula, base EC and altitude DM. Now let me check that. We go further. So 4 areas we have find out, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Area of ADE, area of BDE, area of ADE, area of DE. See, half into base into altitude. So if I will divide this ADB divided by BDE, if I divide this, it will be cut. Again that is cut. So we can get AD upon DB. Same thing if you will see again here, ADE upon DEC, we can get half into AE into DM, half into EC into DM. This DM cut, half cut. So we can get AE upon EC. So that is a proof at here. So area of ADE upon DBE, that is EN cut, half cut, we can get AD upon DB. Same thing now, area of AD upon DEC, that is, so DM cut, half cut, we can get AE upon EC. So that is our proof. AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. But here areas are different. So we have to prove that they are same base, not that triangle BDE and DEC are on the same base. So DE and between same parallel lines BC and DE. So between same parallel lines, here it is a parallel lines. So that is a base. That is why it has equal area. So we can say it has equal area. So equation 1 and 2 we compare, we can get an area of BDE and DEC. So these two are equal. So from equation 1, 2 and 3 we say that AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. So that is the theorem 6.1. Important theorem is that, and you have to learn anyhow this theorem. That is, now converse is 6.2. That is not important. Most important that we have understand, that is when triangle ABCD, so AD upon BD is equal to AE upon EC. That we have to prove. Now related with, we can also prove that AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC. That also we can prove. Another thing is BD upon AB is equal to EC upon AC. We can also prove. So three important points related with the theorem 6.1. In 6.1 we can prove three things in it. That is AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC, AD upon AB is equal to AE upon AC, and BD upon AB is equal to EC upon AC. So that is for your exam, because in exam 6.1, 6.2. So 6.1 that we have completed, and theorem 6.1 we have completed. So related with 6.1 theorem, there is a two sums we can discuss at here. We have to find out EC. So that we have to find out. So first sum, that is AD upon BD is equal to AE upon EC. Now AD that is 1.5, BD that is 3, AE that is 1, EC that is this. So EC is equal to 3 divided by 1.5. We can get answer 2. So here we have get answer 2 centimeter. Again this sum, that is sum. Now we are doing second sum, or we can do it second sum at here. That is AD upon BD is equal to AE upon EC. So AD upon 7.2 is equal to 1.8 divided by 5.4. If we do cross multiplication, then 1.8 into 7.2 divided by 5.4. 18 3s are, that is 0.3. 18 3s are 54. If we divide it by this, then 24 3s are 72. So we can get answer AD is equal to 2.4. So here answer is 2.4. 4. So that type in 6.2, so 6.1 we have completed. In 6.2 only first sum, and some more sum related it with we can do it. I think you have understand it and you can write it now also. So now I have to rub this. See that is there any sum related exercise 6.2, then we can also do it. So these are all the proof that it is parallel or not. So we can do it also. We have to put value and say yes or no. Okay, no sums are there. So first sum is only in related with the exam. So I think it is sufficient. Now in next lecture we go for the next theorem.